Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be just taking apart a carburetor. This came off of a little Kazuma Panda 110cc. I've been having some issues with it, and I'm thinking about getting a rebuild kit. So we're just going to take it apart, and hopefully I'll be able to get that rebuild kit for it, and then I'll make another video for you guys. I'm just putting it back together. And really, I guess the purpose of this video is help some of you guys that are out there who maybe just don't feel confident taking apart just things in general, or specifically maybe a carburetor, things like that. So we're just going to take this apart right now, and I'll lay out all the parts for you. So we'll just start with some of the easy stuff. Take out some of these, the screws on the outside. Always check inside whatever you're taking apart. See if there's any springs in there, like this one there is. So we'll just do that. Also, one suggestion for you is if you don't feel confident in taking maybe a carburetor apart, or just really whatever you're working on apart, and you're worried you're gonna lose pieces or you're not gonna know where they're gonna go, just take pictures of it. Just document as much stuff as you can, and that should help you when you're putting it back together or trying to figure out where exactly parts need to go and the orientation of them. For me personally, I like to kind of put things that I know go near each other or together around the same areas. So there's our bowl. That's where our fuel is kept. And then this right here, this is my float. And that is gonna help whenever fuel comes in, it's gonna fill up, and then no more fuel is allowed to come in. And then once we start losing fuel, the float's gonna go down, and then that's gonna say, okay, I need more fuel. And I think that's what the main issue is on this one. For me, I picked this up from a buddy for like 50 bucks. And I've just been finding more things that I need to fix. Luckily, with those cheap Chinese, like pit bikes or quads, like what mine is, parts are pretty cheap. I've only had to spend probably about 75 bucks on things. Next part right here, we're gonna take these bad boys out. And I guess, at least for this carburetor specifically, all I've needed to do is take Phillips head, flat heads, and then maybe a nut driver or two, and then a small little pick to pull the gaskets off. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I just pulled this one out from here, had to unscrew that out. And then this little guy was screwed into here, and then you're gonna need a nut driver for that one. Just unscrew that real quick. Perfect. So we've pretty much got all the innards and almost all the outer parts taken apart. I guess one thing I did forget on this was just this last little screw right here on the bowl. So we're gonna take that out too. Check for any springs or anything, and I think we're good on that. The last part, we're gonna just take apart the choke. This was a little, when I first took it apart, I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing, but I figured first it's good to take this screw out. once I did get it all figured out and whatnot. It's just a screw in that plate. And we'll just come to this side here. Unscrew that bad boy. And it'll all just slip out as one assembly, which makes it easy. And I mean, that's really about it. I don't think there's much else I can get to pull this thing apart anymore. The only other thing you might want to do is there's a gasket here, and then in this bowl just around here, and we can take those off real quick. So it looks like that. And then this one, just like that. What I'm probably gonna do is I'll probably just spray some brake cleaner on it, get it all cleaned up, scrubbed up real nice, get a nice little kit for it, put it back together, and hopefully it'll solve my issues. Like I said, if you are dealing with these Chinese scooters, bikes, whatever it is, parts are pretty easy to find on eBay, Amazon. That's where I found most of my stuff for really cheap. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any other videos you want me to try and do, just let me know. Hope you all have a good day, and we'll see you soon.